Iggy Pop Stuff Magazine. So, my last session with Iggy Pop was for Stuff Magazine in New York City. And it was on May 31st, 2001. This was an epic session. I mean, there's not a bad picture in this bunch. There's not a bad photo at all. So I did the shoot for my good friend Hyla Dennis at Stuff Magazine. She'd asked me if I could shoot Iggy, and I said, sure, been there, done that. So we rented a car, a convertible, and then of course we had a motorhome, and we made a base camp in Times Square, and we rented this convertible, and we got Iggy to get in this car in the back seat, and he wanted to bring his girlfriend along, so we said, sure, bring her along. So he brought his girlfriend, and basically what we did is we drove around Times Square in this car where I sat in the front seat and shot back on them, and we just drove all over Times Square. We'd go down Times Square and then make a loop and come back around, go up 6th Avenue, turn around, come back, and just did it over and over all night long. And a couple times we would pull over and shoot, on the street, get back in the car, drive some more. I tell Iggy that we're on our way back. Actually, it's at the end of the shoot. We're on our way back. We're coming down Times Square. And I'm telling Iggy how weeks prior, I had got to shoot legendary Burt Bacharach for Turner Networks. And he just goes, he's in shock. And because we're both fans of this, of Burt Bacharach. So we're talking about Burt and the session and everything. And we're in the car and we're driving through Times Square. And his girlfriend says to him, who's Burt Bacharach? So we start naming songs. Like we start, Raindrops Keep Falling on Your Head, Alfie, whatever we can come up with. And she doesn't know any of these songs. And at one point we're driving literally in the middle of Times Square. Iggy starts singing the song Alfie to his girlfriend. And I'm looking at him in the car and I'm like, oh my God. So I put the camera down in my lap. My assistant is on my left and the driver's on the right. And my assistant and I just look at each other and he sings Alfie while we're driving through Times Square. And we get to the base camp and I get out of the car and Hyla comes up to me and goes, how'd it go? And I looked at her and I said, you just missed the greatest moment ever. Iggy Pop singing Alfie in the middle of Times Square. It was fucking magical. It was fucking brilliant on every level you could possibly think of. I'll never forget it.